We are going to learn how to transfer crayon wax to papers in a creative experience called Transfer Prints. You will need crayons, paper, and scissors. I'm going to show you how you can get transfer prints out of paper that you cover with crayon using a hard pressure. I did rainbow for the first one, but for this one I'm only going to use 3 colors. And instead of stripes, I'm going to go in circles, and I'm going to skip some space and do a circle right here. Sometimes it helps to rotate the paper. So think of this right here. Shake off the extra. Think of this like your ink palette if we were going to be stamping. This is going to serve as my ink palette, and any other paper is going to go on top. Now I'm cutting smaller pieces just to help show you what's going on, but I'm gonna draw a heart. I'm going to place it right down here. So it's covering up where the wax crayon is on this paper. And I've placed it down. And now I'm going to get a tool like a pencil, or in my case a pen. And I am going to have it on so that you can see what I'm drawing. And I'm pressing hard. And I'll show you what's some with individual lines. I am making it nice and dark. If you only want to use one line, I'll show you what that looks like. Your pencil or whatever tool you're using, you don't have to be able to see it, but it really helps if you do. So you'll see, I can't see what I drew right there, but I'll be able to see it on this other side when I peel it off and flip it over. So right here, this is what the single lines look like and when it gets really dark. And what's happening is it's pulling off some of the wax and transferring it to the paper that I made. It's also doing it in reverse, like a mirror. So if I were to do something like, Mom, when I flip it over, it works. Do you know why it works? Because Mom, spelled backwards, is still Mom. The letters are the mere reflections of themselves. They stay the same. If I were to do a detail like add Dad to one of mine, when I flip it over, why is it backwards? Well, it was backwards here. I can prove it. I'm going to put a little circle above the second M, and when I flip it, that little circle is now above the first M. With Mom, because the letter M and O are the same both forwards and backwards, it doesn't look like it is shown up backwards. But some letters, like the lowercase d, the lowercase a, the uppercase D, it looks normal this way, but once I have it here, it's backwards. If I really like what I drew and I don't like this, I could go over it, or I could cut it off. In this instance, I'm just going to go over my mistake. filled this up with color. And now I don't see as easily where I made the first mistake. If you are trying to do letters backwards, practice them out. Think about your name. My name is Miss Cosi. If I was doing this backwards, I don't need to write it backwards like this. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about flipping the letters over. So I might think of this like, okay, if this was a mirror right here, the C would be this way, the O would be this way, the S that goes like this would actually go like this, and then the I. So practicing the letters backwards, put it here, I'm gonna place it down. And there we go, it's facing forwards. So if you are doing lettering, you gotta think about the practicing of it backwards. If you don't wanna do lettering, your life is super easy and you can make many transfer prints. If you start to notice an area on here where some of the crayon has come off, you can always reload the page. You don't have to do the whole thing. You only have to worry about the areas that got used up. But you can reload and reuse these. You can cover a whole paper and make a rainbow drawing, or you can cut some small ones like these. And if you were, oop, there's that one. If you were curious how I drew this diamond, it's actually really easy. I'll show you right now. I'll even show you that S that everybody loves so much. So I'm going to put my paper right on top of here. And to draw a diamond like this one, I'm going to go down, over, down. So right now, my two lines that are going down are facing out. I guess this way they'd be more like that. But they're facing out. So when I put this line across the bottom, this shape is a trapezoid. Then I'm going to create some triangles here by going down, down, up, up, down, down. So in all, it's a zigzag line that goes inside the trapezoid. And if you have one zigzag, fine. If you have one that has, mine has 1, 2, 3 bottom points, that's okay too. What you want is to go from the center and create lines going towards the center. So this bottom part is now a triangle and it has these cut lines here. And now I can start adding some emphasis. When I flip it over, there's my diamond. You'll notice on this one I added more on each side. I added some lines inside. I added some more emphasis around. So have some fun, play with it. I like to use smaller pieces of paper because it's really just a fun creative experience. And if you really like something, you can turn it into art later. The beloved S, if I place this down, and I'll make it go across the center. The way that you make this, the most easy way, you give yourself 3 lines here, you give yourself 3 lines below. We're gonna go from the outside to the middle, from the middle to the outside. Now we're going to go up, down. We're gonna go down, up. And you can choose if you want it to go in like this, or you can choose if you want it to go up like this. And I always liked it to go up, because then I think about this line connecting right here. So there is the way that we can make the beloved S. Hey! Hey! It's backwards. How do I flip it? Easy. Instead of going inside to the out and out to the inside, I'm going to flip it. So now my S looks backwards on this side. But when I flip it, it's forwards. Alright, so that was transfer prints.